Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Nikos and I sell on Amazon and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get 300 to 400,000 of revenue this year. And yeah, so what I'm going to be talking about here today is virtual assistants. Now, there's a lot of people that think that after selling 2-3 months on Amazon, a virtual assistant is going to be the answer to everything they want to be doing, because clearly what they've been doing, they've been seeing other people employing virtual assistants, and they think that this is the answer for them to be able to grow the business even more. Now, one of the main things that people do forget about virtual assistants is that you need to train them. You need to train them regardless, even if you buy them from somewhere for an excessive amount of money. We're talking 600 quid. You buy somewhere, they've been trained for what, a week, really. You're going to be responsible for that virtual assistant. So the virtual assistant is only going to be as good at sourcing as you are. So something that I want you to have completely in mind for yourself. So if you're thinking, Nick, I need a virtual assistant. Well, are you good at sourcing online? Yeah. Could you explain to someone how to source online? Well, then you can get a virtual assistant, or then you should get a virtual assistant for yourselves, because it will help you grow your business even more. So first thing is, why do you need a virtual assistant? What do you want to do with them? Yeah. Are they going to be a virtual assistant for sourcing? Are they going to be someone that you're going to be using to do all the admin? Is it going to be someone that's going to do all the purchasing for you? So I only got to this stage here. I only used a virtual assistant for sourcing for myself. I didn't use a virtual assistant for admin or purchasing. I know that I've had people that they've got maybe potentially 2 or 3 sourcing VAs and they've got a purchasing VA. So they make the executive decision, I'm going to make the purchase or not, and X, Y, Z. And then obviously, of course, they could be doing the admin for yourselves. If you're thinking, you're watching this video and you don't know what a virtual assistant is you're effectively paying someone somewhere else in the world. The majority of the times it will be the Philippines, and then they will do their job for you, and they'll do it a lot cheaper than if you were to employ somebody in your country, like UK. So how do you get them? The ones I got mine from onlinejobs.ph. There's different, if you search a virtual assistant, there's different softwares, different companies that offer train VAs, X, Y, Z. I just wanted to do it in a cheapest way as possible. So I just thought, well, I'm just going to interview the people and find out if they're right for me or not. So when onlinejobs.ph, I even paid for premium for a month, because I wanted to communicate to people left, right, and center. Because you're able to put a job request, but you're not able to see the details and communicate with the people that have applied for the job until you've paid. But I find out the second time, as I was looking for another virtual assistant 3 months after I employed the first one, I thought of a clever way of getting away with that. You can create and attach a Google Forms and ask them to complete the Google form, but make sure they have the email address there. Yeah, so you can communicate them outside the Online Jobs PH platform. I've got the template for the Google Forms on my free Discord. Link below in the description for yourself, and you can ask me questions there. And I've also got the template for the Google Forms, so we'll save a bit of time creating that. Clever things that should be included in your forms, even if you don't want to download mine, is put a question, a silly question that you'd expect an answer for someone has read the Google form. Say, for example, what's your favourite colour, or what's my favourite football team? I mentioned question 1, here's my favourite football team. What's my favourite football team? So they've read it. Cost, how much does it cost? Now, it could be anything, okay? I've had it from 35 to 50 to 60 quid a week. That's how much it cost me throughout having VAs. Yeah, so it's up to you what you're going to be paying. I've even had one at 400 quid a month, but they were doing amazingly well for me. But that's roughly the price you're looking at for it. And I used to pay weekly, yeah, for them, because if I wasn't happy for a VA, I would tell them, listen, this is your last week. If you don't improve, you're out. And it is what it is. If they're not doing the job, I got rid. Simple as. Again, something to keep an eye for yourselves. If you do get a VA, have a look if the links are affiliated or not. I often found that I got my VAs finding affiliate links. So for me, that meant that potentially they sourced it from a different platform and then they're just doing it to me. What you want, your virtual assistant, especially for sourcing, you want them to be manually looking for those leads. You not want them to be using Arbisource or Sellability, whatever it is, because you could do that yourself. You want them to be looking manually for it. Time. I want you to be thinking that you should be spending an hour a day with them. In the first month or so, you're going to be spending an hour a day with them, going through everything that you want them. You want them to nurture them into the virtual assistant for yourself. What is the best category to be looking at? What am I looking for? X, Y, Z. You don't want them to be wasting your time providing leads that just don't meet your criteria. So very, very important for yourselves, guys, to make sure that you're spending that time with them. It's a big commitment, yeah, but you need to be communicating with the virtual assistant. Just imagine it as like having an employee. Chances are they're going to cut corners unless you train them to not cut the corners. So that's what's going to happen here. Payment, as I said, this is how much it costs. I used to pay him through Wise. Yeah, I've got the link below. I think you get free transfer. So you save a couple of quid for yourselves. We've got the link below in the description. That's how I paid them weekly. And then I also asked them, can you please provide us an invoice for this value that I've transferred over to? So that's how I paid him. If you go through Online Jobs PH and you employ somebody on that platform, you pay through something called Pioneer. Complete waste of time. Just employ him and then pay them through Wise. They will all have Wise accounts and get paid like that. Performance-wise, how you documenting the performance and the results. So you should create a spreadsheet with the information and with all the leads sourced by the virtual assistant. And you can say, well, I spent X amount of money, I received Y results. Is it worth it? Yes or no. So really, really important to be keeping track of what they're doing, where they're sourcing for us, how they're getting better, what's the ROI, what's the margin, and X, Y, Z. But yeah, so a virtual assistant is not going to be the solution to scale your business. But if you're someone who knows, actually no, let's wrap this up. So a virtual assistant is not going to be someone that is just going to be solved all the issues in the business, yeah, and go from 2 months in to scale for another 2 years. You've just completely, I've been sourcing for 2 months now, I've been doing Amazon, I'm ready to get a virtual assistant, and then that 2 months is not automatically going to become your business growth of 2 years. The growth of a virtual assistant, and as mentioned at the beginning of the video, the effectiveness even of a virtual assistant is only going to be as good as you are on online source things. Yeah, that's what's going to be the result of it. A virtual assistant, if you're having troubles sourcing online, a virtual assistant is not your solution. Period. Yeah, if you're not able to source online, how's your virtual assistant? And after able to give them information how to source, you've got to train them. So it's not going to be a solution, guys. Okay, if you're very good at online arbitrage, then get a virtual assistant because you can help them. And instead of you looking at these categories each day, well, you've given some of these categories over to the virtual assistant and they can do the job for you. The big one is not the solution for your troubles. Can it scale your business? Of course. Look how much time you can save for yourself, but it will cost you a bit of time for yourselves too. Yeah, I want you to understand that. Employing a virtual assistant doesn't mean I'm paying 400 quid a month and I've got leads forever. Yeah, you still have to train them. Thanks so much for watching. If you like, subscribe, that'd be amazing. If you want to join my free Discord server, I've got the link below in the description for yourselves. If you're just looking for online arbitrage deals, Mental Picks is the place to be too. I've got a 30% discount for that. If you join in now, my little server, I might be able to give you another discount code for that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and as always, let's keep smashing it.